yoga when I was 60, then when I was 65, then,
Sure.
you know, et cetera,
Yeah.
and I'm still doing it.
And you've gone through some physical challenges yourself.
Very much
last
so.
couple of years. Please share those with us, our listeners.
Well, the first was my left hip, and it was extraordinarily painful, unbelievably painful. And of course, I went into the whole body, mind, et cetera, and hips are where you store family issues and all of that. But it was a little late for me at that point. So I had the hip replacement with Dr. Bruno, and it was a wonderful success. And then my right hip went. So I had that done. And I had just started back teaching when one afternoon I just melted down onto the floor. And I called my son. He took me to the hospital, and I was diagnosed with viral meningitis. And no idea where it came from. And then I was transferred to the Shoe Hospital in Sherbrooke. And I was there for 7.5 weeks. And it was an extraordinary experience in that as I lay in the bed, I had no fear, but I had no thoughts. And I wasn't unconscious.
No, weren't on any heavy medication?
Well, I don't know. They just came in and they kept giving me needles and all over my body, and they kept giving me pills and everything. And anyway.
Okay, so there was no pain?
Yes, I had severe headaches.
Oh.
Because meningitis is of the brain, you know, etc. But obviously I was kind of out of it because my son Gary, who lives in Sutton, would come to visit me. And I recently said to him, "Thank you so much for visiting me every day." And he's a marvelous practical renovator. And he said, "Mom, I came once a week, not every day." Oh. But I had just imagined him coming every day. And different things have happened since then. And I do believe out of our suffering comes learning and a gift of another kind of depth of perception and insight. And that seems to have happened for me. So I'm very grateful at this point. I'm back to teaching, and
so is our community in Sutton. Grateful you're back.
Thank you. That's great.
So hip replacements and
yes,
surviving meningitis.
Yes,
in your 70s.
Yes.
Wow, your immune system must be top notch.
And it's not just in my early 70s, because it's in my 79th year that I had the meningitis. And it was delightful because the neurologist, who's very nice, Dr. Frenette, I think was his name. Anyway, I was leaving and he said, "Madame, you are a complete mystery to us."
Yeah.
So that was that.
That's what they say when they just don't get.
When they don't understand
how someone or a patient has healed themselves when there's no chance of healing or very slim chance. They just write the word right on their report, mystery.
Mystery. Well, and I have an interpretation of mystery, which is not the same as theirs.
So want to share that with us?
Oh, well, I've noticed we have Sunday night meditations, and every Sunday night.
That's right, at the center. Yes, and it's free for all. Anyone can come in. And
that's right.
But I just want to talk about that a little bit. Do you teach a technique or anything? Okay, they just come in and you provide this safe, quiet space, and you hold the space, I imagine, because you're sitting there meditating as well. Beautiful.
Well, what the kind of routine that it's always been is I share a little bit of my own contemplation during the week with people for about 5 or 6 minutes. Then we chant for about 10 minutes, and then it's a silent meditation, and then at the end people just rest on their back, and I play a piece of gentle and relaxing music.
Beautiful. And what time is that on Sunday?
7:30 to 8:30.
Wonderful.
And it's just open and people can come.
By donation?
No.
There's just no contribution necessary.
No. People just can come. I don't know why I started to tell you about that.
Because we are going to talk about mystery.
Oh, yes. So what? Thank you. Great. So what I've realized is I have my own acceptance of the word God, and it's a very, very important to me because I've had a very rigorous religious background, but I don't go to church and I don't embrace religion as it is taught today. So the word God, I know, can confuse some people. It can draw people into a questioning of what she's talking about, like, I don't believe in God or whatever. So for me, I've used the word the mystery, the great mystery. And it is for me too. I pray, that's part of my spiritual practice, and I pray to the great mystery because I have no idea how it all works. So for me, the word great mystery is wonderful. I enjoyed that when Frenette said, Madame, you are a mystery. And I thought, ooh, I'm getting up there with God. Not really.
That's
We're
all right.
already there.
That's all right. That's all right. I have to agree with you. And it's our relationship with the mystery.
Yes.
That is so fascinating. So how are you with the mystery? Do you need to know everything, or are you okay? I'm not talking about you, Joan, in particular, but in general, posing the question out there. Are you okay with the mystery? Are you okay with not knowing everything, how it's going to turn out, not planning certain events and just letting them unfold as they may? I remember just decorating and organizing the center, the new one that I opened up. There was a lot of things that, I had no idea what I was going to do with them. And then people would just come in with, oh, how about this for the moldings? And how about this, for that? And I'd be like, wow, this is great. And when you put it all together, which I didn't, slave over night and day trying to organize it, it blended so nicely with all the different inputs. So
you just allow it to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I'm realizing is you know this, but about myself and about all people that I see is that out of fear we try to control. And that's the only reason we have to say to ourselves, there's got to be an answer to this.
Yeah.
And I know the answer to this. Or I don't know and I'm going to find out. So to allow it to just flow, and yet at the same time to take our co-creative responsibility.
Absolutely.
So that there's that beautiful balance, which I enjoy from the perspective of the yogic tradition of the right brain and the left side of the body, and the left brain, right side of the body, the male, female, and all this, all coming together.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, and that's something I'd like the listeners to know, that whatever they're dealing with is to, first of all, allow the mystery to unfold, and with their own intuition, to allow them to be guided towards solutions that can help them.
Yes.
Thank you so much once more,
Joan. You're so welcome. This was fun. Thank you.
I want to tell our listeners, this is The Alternatives. You have choices on CIDI 99.1 FM. Please feel free to contact us at sunshinecenter.ca for more info. I'm Ilia. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.